Hey guys, I just wanted to talk about stress today, and I wanted to talk about stress because I'm a very stressful person. In fact, I'm one of those people who stresses so much that I make myself physically ill. And this has always been a problem for me, especially when it comes to school. School is probably the biggest emotional stress that I have ever encountered, and that's because I'm one of those people who pushes myself very hard and expects pretty much like perfection out of myself when it comes to school. My parents were never the kind of people who told me, you have to make all A's, or you're gonna be in trouble, or you're not being like worthy of our love. They were never like that. In fact, they never really had to talk to me about school because I already was so self-motivating. And that has actually ended up being a blessing and a curse. I've done really good in school, but I have always done it at a very high emotional and physical cost, really, because I put so much pressure on myself. And I wanted to talk about this today because I just finished my, I want to say fourth, or was that my, I don't remember. I think it was my fifth. Yes, it was my fifth. I just finished my fifth semester of college, and ever since the beginning of the semester, I dubbed it the semester of hell. And it really was. It really was. It was the most awful experience of school in my life. It was hellish. It really was. And I was crying a lot, and I actually just finished it Sunday, so 2 days ago was my last final, and I literally cried when I finished the final because it was like a huge weight had been lifted off of my shoulders, and I was like, it's over. It's finally over. And like I couldn't even process that it was finally done. Like it was finished and I was free. Like so excited that it was done. And I feel like that's because I did kind of overdo it. I always push myself when it comes to school, but I pushed myself a little too far this semester, and I took 6 classes. Now, the reason I had to do this is because I had 2 sciences that I absolutely had to take, because for some reason when you get a writing degree, they're like, oh yeah, you have to take 2 sciences. And at my school, every science is a 3-hour lecture class and a 1-hour lab, and you cannot take one without the other. So I signed up for 2 science classes, which means I also signed up for 2 lab classes. So this semester alone, I had biology lecture, biology lab, geology lecture, geology lab, journalism, news writing, and creative writing. So I was taking 6 classes, and 4 of them were online. The only 2 that I actually went to the school for were geology lecture and lab. That ended up being a mess because I had to take a biology lab and a lecture online. Never do this if you can avoid it because it's awful. I had to buy my own microscope, and I had to do all these labs, and I had no teacher giving me any sort of help. And most of the time when I would email the teacher, I wouldn't hear back for 4 to 5 days, which just made it all worse, and I was pretty much terrified that I was gonna fail. And I'd never failed anything in my academic career before, and that pretty much petrified me. Like, I didn't know what to do, and that just kept happening throughout the semester. Like, what do I do? I have no one to help me. What do I do? What if I fail? What's gonna happen? My GPA is gonna be ruined. Oh my gosh. And it was just a downward spiral. So I know I'm not the only one with this kind of stress, and other people may feel it with other parts of their life, you know, other aspects. It may be relationships for them, or it may be job, you know, or career choice, anything like that. But it's just college for me, or any type of schooling for me, just seems to be it's bad and it's unhealthy, and I know that, and I'm trying to not be so much like this, but I actually got a lot better, and it didn't last long because I had to do this semester, and I'm hoping it will be kind of chilled out next semester because I actually only have one class left until I graduate. So I have one class and it is online, and I'm only taking it online because it is a writing class, and those are really easy online usually. And you know, I'm just hoping next semester won't be so bad. If anybody else has problems with stress, I just want to tell you that it will go away. And I don't mean that the stress will go away and you'll never worry about anything ever again, because that's not possible. But the thing that is causing you stress will eventually end. It will go away, and you will get through this, and you will, you know, you will feel at ease once it's gone. And that is important to know that, because it is the calm before and after the storm that is the most peaceful time ever. Just remember that, you know, it will be okay, and you will survive this. This is just another hurdle in your life, and there are going to be more, and you just have to rest and prepare yourself for the next one. That's the best advice I can give to someone. So yeah, I will see you guys next time, and until then, relax and enjoy your life to the best of your ability.
You can't sleep, you can't eat, there's no doubt you're in deep